Wheaton College is in Illinois. It's in the suburb of Chicago, Wheaton, Illinois. Could be referred to as the Harvard of Christian schools because of its academics. But now, despite being a Christian college, Wheaton is becoming even more like Harvard as they adopt the wokeness displayed there by banning, get this, it's a religious Christian college, banning biblical words and psychologically changing gender identity issues. It's bizarre. Wheaton has instructed its students to not use the word service when referring to a congregation or use the word mankind. It's not a church service anymore, apparently. It's not mankind. Apparently, we're people kind or some damn thing. The students must now use the term sacrificial co-laboring, whatever that means. You see, words are the first to go, and then they allow men to become women and women to become men, and oh, good Lord. You see, according to biblical anthropology, a person's sex is known by what is seen, not what one feels, and the woke doesn't like those biblical teachings. And by their beliefs, if they don't like it, it should be banned. To hell with all of us. Except they don't believe in hell, do they? I'm so confused. I need somebody to help me sort it out. So I have the host of Church and State, Lucas Miles, himself right here. Lucas, save me from myself, would you please?
You know, I first started seeing this kind of change in language in about 2014, 2015. I was working on releasing my first nationally published book. And I had a publisher that really made a big deal, or a particular editor that made a big deal about me using the word mankind and wanted to change that in every single reference that it was. Now, at this time, you know, I was pretty clueless to kind of this movement, but this has been going on for a while. And of course, now it is full blown. And unfortunately, we are seeing it at some of what used to be America's top Christian universities that have really started going very strong leftward.
Yeah, now I hope that you stuck with the word mankind. I hope you did. I have a brother that graduated from Wheaton, by the way.
Look,
and it is a theological college, right? It is a terrific school.
2014, 2015, I didn't know enough about what was happening here yet. It wasn't on my radar. My first deal, I was trusting the editor, right? Now that's a different story. I'm a little wiser now 10 years down the road, but I think that this is how they slip it in. It starts real gradual, kind of innocently, and now, you know, of course, it's full bore. And so you're right. Wheaton used to be a great school. You have individuals like Ed Stetzer that has you know had a lot of accusations about wokeness of him in the past. I've addressed some of those in my books. Who's now at Biola University. And I think that this is a real tragedy to see Wheaton go in this direction.
Yeah, it is a tragedy, and you're right. You know, when you see, okay, I'm going to go back to a Sam Kinison bit from the 1980s, all right? He did the comedian Sam Kinison, the late Sam Kinison. You know, this is going to be Christians against Christ. Well, that's what's happening here. He used to make a joke about Christians against Christ. It was part of his on-stage deal. It wasn't, and now it's reality. What was a joke in the 1980s, reality. And is it still a joke? Still should be a joke today, has become reality. This is how far detached these people are, right?
Hey, he might have been a prophet and not a comedian. I mean, because that's exactly where we're at today, 100%.
Yeah. All right. So how do we turn this tide? Look, you and I have talked here dozens of times. I've talked to other people that are, you know, Dr. Jeff Myers and others that are on the same side trying to push back and fight for what's right in this country. And say, wait a second. I have my First Amendment rights. I believe in God. I believe in country. I believe in family. And I believe that the Christian church is being attacked. I believe that Jews are being targeted all over this planet. I believe that religion is the primary focus of the founding fathers, and freedom of speech and freedom of expression, freedom of how to worship in this country, and it has to be defended right down to the last nail. That's what I believe. The First Amendment is paramount to this country, and we need to start defending it more forcefully, speaking out. I mean, what would you suggest?
Well, first off, if anybody from Wheaton is watching, I would be happy to come out at my own expense and speak to the student body about some of these issues. If they're not woke, prove it. Let me bring out. I'm a well-respected pastor in this nation, that would be more than happy to come out here and dialogue on a panel or in person about these issues. Additionally, for the rest of us, stop giving money to woke universities. If it's your alma mater, it doesn't matter if you like the football team. Stop funding people who are taking our nation and our institutions in this direction. There are a lot of great Christian universities still out there among various denominations, whether it's Liberty, ORU, Arizona Christian, Grand Canyon University. There's all sorts of places that you could send your son or daughter to, and that if you're looking for a school yourself, that are worth checking out rather than these woke institutions.
Yeah, and I had to go back to find this because I remembered this. In St. Anselmo, California, 2017, a Catholic school removes statues of Jesus Christ and Mary because they might be offensive. This is a Catholic university, right? You're not too far from Notre Dame, right?
I'm not too far from Notre Dame.
I'm not picking on the Irish.
Look, I'm not too far from Notre Dame. For that matter, I'm not too far from Wheaton either. It's just across the state line. And so, we've got to address these things. I mean, when you have professors at a Christian school that are saying that Muslims and Christians worship the same God, I'm all for, peace among everybody here. But getting to this point of kind of religious syncretism is very, very dangerous, and it's opposed to the Christian faith.
Yeah. I'm all for telling the truth, biblical truth. I have my worldview. They have theirs. Live in peace. It's America. But that's not going to mean that you get to silence me and tell me to sit at the back of the bus. Lucas Miles, I hope somebody from Wheaton takes you up on that offer. I'd like to go along and be your wingman just to watch.
More than welcome.
All right, because I'm not too far from there either. All right, Lucas, thank you. Let's keep up the good fight.
Take care.